Hi guys, it's Carolyn with Crafting with Wine, and I know that I'm horribly behind on doing my monthly layouts, and I did want to get caught up on those. So I am going to share my April monthly layout for anybody that's wanting to do the calendar layouts and so forth. And if you guys could just continue to pray and send some light and energy my way, I would certainly appreciate that. My brother and sister and I buried our dear sweet mommy this past Wednesday, and everything is still just a little raw. So I want to do that. And for the challenge giveaway that I did a few weeks ago that ended, please know that I haven't forgotten about you. I just haven't had the opportunity to box up your winnings and put them in the mail to you, but I promise I will do that in the next few days. I promise. So please just bear with me and hang in there. I would really appreciate it. And I'm going to start with my April layout. I got a 12 by 12, and it's actually raindrops or teardrops paper in the background, and then that is 12 by 12, and this pretty lemon, I think it's lemons, paper here on the top that is 11.5 by 11.5, and I've inked around everything with some blue ink. And sorry, I'm just a little brain dead, so I can't tell you those ink colors at this point. Now, where I want to go from here is my border layout. And what I did is I cut a piece of green board paper just in a rectangle, and it's probably about 1.5 inches high by 11.5 inches wide. Then I put it in a piece of black cardstock that I cut 11.5 inches wide, which is the most important part. Cut it probably about 3 inches. I'm flipping it over so I can kind of determine how big I cut it. And then I put it up to where the green part was right at an inch. I got an inch of it showing. Then I have this pretty border here that I cut. And this border I got from the Cricut Design Space. It's free in access, and it comes from the Cricut cartridge, Cricut Essentials, and I cut it at 11.5 by 3.15 inches tall. And then this little pink strip that is cut at 11.5 by I believe it's 1/4 of an inch wide. And I'm going to lay this down on my paper, and of course my ATG gun is gonna be a monster and not work properly when I needed it to work very well, and it's just not going, and it broke. Okay, so we're just gonna take that right out of the equation at this point. Since it broke, I'm just gonna bring in my wet glue. And I used the Ranger Multi-Medium Matte. I love it because it doesn't wrinkle any cardstock or paper, and it dries clear in case any flows over. So I'm going to flip this over, line it up to the bottom. Right there. And this is a 1-page 12 by 12 layout. My May side, from my May layout, will go on the other side of this in my scrapbook. So the background papers and the border will be the same on that, obviously. So now the next thing that I have to lay down are my photo mats, and I've got two that will hold a 4x4 photo. And then the blue section obviously is cut at 4.5, and the yellow is cut at 4.25. So you get the border of all of it that will come through and highlight and double mat the photo. And I'm going to put those photo mats right there. My glue's looking a little weak here. So I'm going to pull in another full bottle of my multimedia mat. And then my next image I want to lay down comes from Scrapbook Designs, and it's my little bear with his little rain hat on, jumping out of the cake with the umbrella, and all of this together. And I've got clouds and raindrops and my title, which is April, that I cut all together, set together. And I cut those at 7.29 by 8.32 inches. And again, all of these come from Scrapbook Designs. And I will link this cut file in the description box below if you're interested in it. And this glue will be linked in the description box below in my Amazon store. Obviously, I don't sell anything. It's just products that I recommend that you can buy from the Amazon store, and I make a small commission on. And I don't put anything in my Amazon store that I don't personally own or use on a weekly basis is how I should say it with my scrapbooking projects. And I said weekly basis because it's probably a daily basis, to be quite honest. Then I've got some clouds, and I've inked around everything that I want to lay down. Put there. And I'm sorry, I know I'm probably a little off on this video, but you know what? It's okay. I just wanted to get this video up since I'm so late getting it up. I've had it all cut out and pieced together and ready to go together way back in April, but just didn't have the opportunity or time to do it. And I did use little googly eyes on my cute, sweet little bear. And then I have my April title that, again, was cut with the bear, and I've got it popped up on foam tape. I'm going to pull the backing off of that, and I'm going to place it right about here. And then I have tons of little water drops here that you can see right here, right off screen. And obviously I don't have individual measurements of those, but I am, because this all came as one cut file from Scrapbook Designs, and this is the April calendar bear that I am just going to place down on my layout where I think it might look cool. And don't you know, they say April showers bring May flowers. Wouldn't you agree with that? So, and I know we had here in Ohio where I live, we had a lot of April and May showers. So I don't like using wet glue all the time, but when I refuse to take time out to fix my broken tape on my ATG gun, this is what you do. This is so you improvise. And I'm improvising, obviously. And I think this layout has turned out very cute. And I hope you guys give it a try too. And I'm going to put that one right there. It's a simple, sweet, and easy layout. It took no time to put it together or to cut it out and paper piece the pieces together. And you can see that it took no time to glue it down whatsoever. So thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging in there with me during my slow time and my time off. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much for your light, energy, and prayers. It means the world to me. Cheers.